Fever. One thing to him on this stage. Two and one has tattoos, one needs new shoes. On this stage right now. They're on the stage now. They're on the stage now.
Is that the original lyric?
Yes. Ironically, yes. The Beatles changed it.
Those two boys back there were all in their suits and clean. And we were all in and we're like, leave us alone.
Yeah.
We're awake. That's all you get.
Have at it, Vegas. Go easy on them.
Thanks,
Doesn't
guys.
sound like there's anybody out there though.
Out where?
Okay. Between that and my coffee, I'll be here in 10 minutes. No.
There's 8, 9 people out there.
I think so. So do they have any questions? Do you want to ask? Oh, first of all, where's Poptivus? Where are you? Somebody's
She's
right
back there.
there. Hi, shout out to Poptivus Periscope. What's up? Okay. I know. I don't understand it either. I'm old, but whatever. That's what I did. It's a periscope. It goes up, and it apparently projects instead of seeing. So people are watching us who aren't actually in this room right now.
Oh, well, yeah, with our government, that's all.
Yeah.
Pick
a side.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
How about this side?
There we go. That side.
My question is for both of you. If Jody and Bobby had one last scene together, what would it be?
Not one we could have shown on television. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a better answer?
Well, maybe on Skinamax.
Yeah, there would have been the one before that scene would have been a fight, and the last scene would have been the makeup sex.
That's why we have fights.
And then a nap. Because we're grown-ups. And we understand the importance of naps.
You can tell we're grown-ups by the way we talk. I think that's probably as good an answer as you're going to get.
That's the only one I wanted. Thank you.
Morning. My question's for Jim, so Kim can make her coffee for a sec.
Awesome.
That's cool. Jim, we know that you just were up in Vancouver shooting with Bobby and Rufus episode.
It's supposed to be a secret.
They probably shouldn't have put it all over the internet then.
Yeah, probably not.
What was it like? Was it fun? I know it's always fun, I guess, but can you give us any tidbits?
Well, there was they filmed us with a camera, and Bobby and Rufus were there, and sometimes we were in rooms and sometimes we were outside, and
Did you say any words?
yeah, we said words. Well, I didn't say so many because Stephen Williams was there. When he's there, he usually takes care of that. So it was great fun. It was a hoot. I'm getting used to working with Stephen. It takes some getting used to. He's a great guy, but he really doesn't care what he says, whether it's in the script or whether he just came up with a better script. It's a lot of fun. We had a great time. It was a difficult episode. I think it was a lot more difficult than the people producing and writing it expected it to be, because without giving too much away, you know it's a flashback episode. And the flashbacks and the modern day stuff kind of visually have to match. So there was an awful lot of doing the same thing over again, but with different actors. It'll make sense when you see it. And if anything I say ever makes sense. So It was great fun, and it was great to be up there for a while and not, go up and say hello in the morning and goodbye in the afternoon, like I've done for the last few seasons. So it was great. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's the next one up, so should be soon.
Yeah, it's March 23rd, I think. So, yeah, this year. Yeah, but of course there is next year. Nobody's happy about that, huh? Come on, some of you are happy there's going to be a 12th season. There you are. Okay, hi. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I'm nervous. I have a huge crush on Kim.
Thank you. Cutest thing ever. Oh my God.
Oh, she said Kim.
I don't care what she said. I took it.
So I'm wondering if you could tell us any bad or your worst audition stories.
Oh, jeez. The
What a
worst.
great question.
You know what? The audition I mentioned yesterday. I had one recently where they were like, okay, it was for a sitcom. I said, okay, could you do it again, only less angry? And I was like, I don't know if I can. What I didn't say is because this really pisses me off. But it's not so much the auditions that suck, it's the afterwards. Like, I lost a job once on a series for a role written for me. Written for me because I was too fat. That felt awesome. Really? Yeah, dude. Well, it's Hollywood. It's how it works. Yeah, right? Those fuckers. This series didn't do well anyway. Oh, darn. Probably would have been better if I got in the role. Yeah, I think that was probably the worst one, where it's really like, and that was a great learning experience for me, because that was the moment that I went, why the fuck am I doing this? Am I doing this for them to say yes or for me to say yes? Because if I'm doing this for them to say yes, I have no control over this, and I'm always going to be miserable if they say no. If I'm doing this for me to say yes, then fuck you. I say yes, I'm good enough, I'm moving on. So that's what I did. So even the bad audition stories can have good endings when you take something from it. So thank you.
I have a companion piece to that.
Good.
Not that I was asked.
You were. I think it was a general yes.
You think? Yeah. Years ago, I wrote an episode of an HBO series, and I wrote a part for myself. And because I wasn't getting much acting work at the time, I thought, well, at least I'm in the door. And the script actually said, this character bears an amazing resemblance to the guy who wrote this script. And they asked me to audition for it, which was reasonable because I didn't have much of a track record then. So I auditioned for it. And a few days went by, and I asked my agent if they'd heard anything. She said no. I said, could you call and find out what's going on with that? And she called back a little while later and said, you didn't get the part. And I said, really? She said, yeah, the director said you didn't have the right concept of the role.
Oh, Hollywood.
He's a fairly well-known director now. I haven't worked with him again yet. Anyway, yeah, it's a weird business.
Yeah, it is. You gotta learn to not take stuff personally, because it's ugh.
I mean, it's even weirder than what you're wearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Morning. So first of all, Jim, thank you for my photo op yesterday. It was the best bear hug ever.
A lot of practice, girl.
But my question is for Kim. Laura Jordan says hello, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
OTP. So So my question is, if you could some way, somehow convince Dylan and Cole to make a cameo in Supernatural, how would you want that to happen?
You know what I think would be funny? I think it would be funny if Jodie's walking into a diner to meet with Sam and Dean, and like Dylan and Cole are sitting at another table, and she just walks up to their table and goes, "Oh no, sorry," and then walks over. I just like one of those quick little meta moments where it's like, okay, finish your vegetables, okay. I just think that'd be hilarious.
That's how I imagine it too. That would be awesome. Thank you so much.
Eat your broccoli. Okay. About the vampires.
Hello, my question is for Jim. I was wondering if you could tell me what is the biggest similarity and the biggest difference between Jim and Bobby?
Bobby doesn't dye his beard. Big similarity. Well, we have a certain vague similarity in clothing style. Scruffy. I think he's probably, I've been fortunate enough to be on a few shows for more than, 1 or 2 episodes to kind of grow with the show. I've discovered that they really do begin after a while kind of writing stuff that fits the actor as opposed to trying to make the actor fit the character. And the longer I've been on Supernatural, the more stuff I've found that feels like, oh, they got that from me. It's more just a thing I think Bobby, I have a very more dry sense of humor and sarcasm. Have you noticed any sarcasm here today?
No!
Yeah, right. Bobby's, I don't think he's smarter than I am, but he's tougher and braver, and because I gotta tell you, facing down a demon or a leviathan, Bobby has everything it takes, and I, on the other hand, would be. So, that. I think that pretty much covered it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Wasn't that how I was?
No, it was just me.
I was wondering how you two felt about your characters coming together on the show. Do you feel like if they were...
We didn't get a chance to.
Do you feel like the characters felt like they were leading up to it, or do you feel like it came out of the blue?
Oh, I'm trying to think back. I always felt like, considering the first time we saw you, your son was eating your husband.
As you do.
As they do. There was, I think it would have been a little early to jump into it in that episode.
Yeah. I think, however, the reluctant attraction was there after a suitable period of mourning. But from the
like one episode.
Yeah, there was one period of time to pass.
Yeah.
But the reluctance to ask for assistance from Jodie and the reluctance to give the assistance is always kind of that hallmark of, I don't like you. I don't like you.
This is really uncomfortable.
So I like to pretend that's where they were going. It might have been our idea first, because there's an old adage, if you want them to write it, you should play it. And we sure as heck were like, oh, this is a good team. You want to play? You want to see what happens here?
Yeah.
Let's play around with it.
Yeah.
So it might have been our idea first that they watched and went, hey, those two have really good chemistry together. Let's see what happens. Oh gosh, we do? What a shock!
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, it definitely was where they were headed.
Unfortunately, some chemistry experiments fizzle or just get dropped.
I warmed up to the idea in the end, but it felt like it came out of the blue for me. I was always a diehard Bobby and Joanna, so. But it was still really, really nice, so I warmed up to it in the end.
So did we.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello. The first time I watched Death's Door, I watched the first 25 minutes without sound by accident. Long story.
25 minutes.
But I could still understand what was going on. So my question for you guys is, what movie or TV show would you watch without sound and still be able to understand what was going on?
I don't think I've had enough coffee yet. You do understand that I have an 8-year-old, and all I watch are Avengers and Powerpuff Girls cartoons. So it would honestly have to be one of those. Or to just be like, oh yeah, Hem, that's the devil that we don't really know. But go Blossom, kick his ass, yay! I like cartoons for that reason. Like you can turn it, I can be blow drying my daughter's hair and she can still understand what's going on. So there's a simplicity and honesty about cartoons. And now you know all you need to know about my life.
I haven't seen it, but I suspect I might manage to get through Masters of Sex without the sound.
Just Rob's episodes.
When you have a child, there are all kinds of things you have to watch without the sound.
And do.
Is that your confession or mine? Thank you.